Hello again, third grade, and welcome to lesson 2-2. So last time we worked on using the numbers 2 and 5 as factors. Today we're going to be working on using the number 9 as a factor. So let's go ahead and watch our video, and then we're going to go over and review some of the strategies to help you figure out how to remember your 9 times tables.
How can patterns be used to find nines facts? Nine roses were put in each package for sale at the Florida Botanical Gardens annual gift and plant sale. How many roses are in 8 packages? How many roses are in one package?
Select your answer.
So this is where we go back to the question when we reread. Now, when you're doing this on paper, I want you to remember to always circle your numbers and underline the question that's being asked. So circle the numbers and the important parts, underline the questions. By looking back at the question, we see that 9 roses were put in each package for sale. So when it's asking us here, how many roses are in one package, we know our answer is 9.
Look at the table of nines facts. 0 times 9 equals 0. 1 times 9 equals 9. To find the next multiple of 9 in the table, you can add 10 and then subtract 1. When you add 10, increase the tens place by 1. When you subtract 1, decrease the ones place by 1. 8 times 9 equals 72. There are 72 roses in 8 packages of 9 roses.
Let's take a look at the pattern that we're seeing here. Now take a look at your ones place. So we have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now your tens place, once you jump into the tens, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So as the tens place value is counting up, the ones place value is counting down. Now since 1 times 9 is 9, we're going to count down from 9, and then we're going to count up from what would be in the tens place value for 1 times 9 is a 0, because there's nothing in the tens place. So their strategy is to add a group of 10 to each number and then subtract 1 from the ones place.
Here is another way to solve the problem. Start with 0. For each group of 9, add 1 10 and subtract 1 1. 10 minus 1 equals 9. For 8 groups of 9, add 8 tens and subtract 8 ones. 8 times 9 equals 80 minus 8. 8 times 9 equals 72. There are 72 roses in 8 packages.
So you can see that the strategy that they used here was, since there's 8 times 9, they're adding 8 groups of 10 and they're subtracting 8 ones. Because when you do one group of 9, you're adding 1 group of 10 and you're subtracting 1. So since they're working with 8, they added 8 tens and subtracted 8 ones here.
Use patterns to find 9 times 9. Explain how you found the product.
Okay, so let's take a look at the patterns that we're seeing here. Now we know that our tens place is counting up each time, and our ones place is counting down each time. So if we have 9, then 18, then 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, we know 8 times 9 is 72, and 9 times 9, so we could do 9 times 10 if we're going to use the same strategy that they used. We can say 10 groups of 9. minus 9 ones. So that's the same thing as saying 10 times 9, which we know is equal to 90, minus 9. We know that 90 minus 9 is equal to 81. So 9 times 9 is also equal to 81. All right, now before we get into our guided practice, I want to go over some of the notes that I took that should be in your notebooks as well. So let's take a look at what we learned from our video and what we learned while we were doing these questions along the way. So can patterns be used to help us learn the multiples of 9? Yes, absolutely. So take a look at my place values. My place values in the tens starts at a 0. 9 times 1 is 9. So 9, this goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My ones place started at 9 and it counted backwards. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So we took 1 from here and we put it over here, basically. 9 times 3 is 27. So that 8 became a 7. That 1 became a 2. Then 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and 90. So it's almost like you're taking one digit from here and you're adding it onto this side. So over here, we had all 9 of them here with nothing here. When we moved 1 over, then we had 8 over here and 1 over here. Then we moved another 1 over. So we had 7 over here and then 2 over here. So as the digits in the ones place count down, the digits in the tens place count up. Now let's take a look at our guided practice question. Our first guided practice question asks us, it says, Paul thinks 3 times 9 is equal to 24. Use a nines pattern to show that Paul is wrong. So we need to figure out what 3 times 9 is because we know it's not going to be 24. So if I skip count by nines 3 times, I get 9, 18, and then 27. So 9 times 3 is equal to 27, not equal to 24. For number 2, it says, look at the table of the nines facts from the previous page. So that's the same information we have right over here. Describe a number pattern in the multiple of 9s. So the number patterns that we saw is what we wrote up here. As the ones place value decreases or counts down, the tens place value increases or it counts up. All right, now for the next set of questions we have for number 3, it's asking us, how do we find 9 times 2? So let's go back over here. 9 times 2, we can look at our information up here in the table. We know that 9 times 2 is 18. Now for the next question, the way they structured it is a little bit different than what you guys are used to. They gave you the spot for the answer first, and they're telling you that product is equal to whatever 5 times 9 is. So you're writing your answer first and you're putting your equal sign. You're basically just taking this whole thing and flipping it over. So instead of your answer and the equal sign being at the end, your answer and the equal sign are at the beginning. We know that 5 times 9 from looking at our table up here is 45. 7 times 9. Now we know that that's the same thing as saying 9 times 7. And we know that's going to equal 63. Oh, sorry, that's number 5. For number 6, we're going to be working on something is equal to 4 times 9. Now we know from our table over here, 4 times 9 is 36. So another thing you can notice about these patterns that is really interesting is if we're doing 9 times 2, the number in the tens place is going to be a 1. 9 times 3, the number in the tens place is a 2. 9 times 4, the number over here is a 3. 5, 4, 6, 5, 7, 6, 8, 7. So it's always Your answer is 1 less than what you're multiplying by over here. 2 times 9, we know is 18. We know that something was equal to 6 times 9 or 9 times 6, whichever way you want to go about it. We can go back to our multiplication facts over here. We know that we got 54. Again, you can stack when you multiply. Remember to stack the same place values. These are both ones, so they stack right on top of each other. 3 times 9 is 27, and then 8 times 9 is 72. So please take time to memorize your multiplication facts. So far, we've covered 2, 5, and 9. Practice these every day so that you're ready for your test. If you have any questions, let me know, third grade. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.